From BS and Beer Media, it's Top of the Bleachers with Jason and Tucker.
Handoff, Smith coming right, trying to outrun the coverage, makes a cut, gets it. Oh, he's still going all the way. He's going to score. He's got the five.
Let's see what the guys are talking about today.
Yo, yo, yo. Welcome in the Top of the Bleachers. It is Monday, March the 30th. No, we're almost to April already, dude. It's tax season time. If you haven't got your taxes done, you better get out there and do that.
Yeah, I got mine done, man. I got mine done. I got my big whopping return from the government.
Oh, did you? Well, I'm still waiting on mine to come back to tell me what I owe. So,
well, you know, the perfect tax return is zero. Most people don't. Most people are hoping for, you know, a big tax return. Well, if you get a big tax return, that means that you paid too many taxes during the year and they're refunding you your money. So the perfect tax amount, like when you do your taxes, should come out to like zero. They don't owe you nothing. You don't owe them nothing. Okay? We're square.
Yeah.
I've never done it.
My years of life, I've never seen zero as a return or whatever. No, and what sucks is that, you know, they take a bunch. How do I say, I pay more in taxes than some people make. Like, what are we doing? It's insane. Anyway. Final Four set, my man.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to bring up our picks. We got a Final Four, and I don't know if you saw.
I watched all of them. I watched all of them. I feel I'm still a little rubbed wrong from the Arkansas Arizona game. I feel like it's probably just me, but I've continued to watch the tournament afterward, and I just feel like Arizona gets all the calls. Like, I mean, it always seems to favor Arizona for some reason. I don't know why. I even saw a stat where it was after our ball game. I think it was. I haven't seen it since, but they had shot like 60 more free throws than any of their opponents in the tournament.
Yeah, Michigan has too.
Yeah. It's almost like they want all the number ones to get to the Final Four, isn't it?
It does seem that if you was a conspiracy theorist, you might think that, yes. But I don't know.
So I got to thinking
they're big and tough and bruise their way around and get fouled a lot. Could be that too.
Yeah. I think that maybe we ought to think about how we reseed the tournament. Like instead of talking about expansion or making it smaller or anything like that, I think we ought to talk about maybe doing some sort of reseeding. Like if you get a 1 seed, you deserve to have some sort of reward for getting the 1 seed.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think it should be, here's the easiest path to the championship. I don't think that should be your reward. I think maybe a bye in the first round or something like that, or, you know, but I mean,
I don't know how they do
that. I just feel like, and you deserve to get some sort of reward for being the 1 seed. I mean, you worked hard all year. I think Duke had 2 or 3 losses. Arizona had 2 or 3 losses. Michigan had 2 or 3 losses. You deserve something for that. You worked your butt off, you know. But the fact that you get to play 3 cupcakes in a row before you get to anybody who might give you a ball game, I feel like that's a little too much. I don't know.
I don't know.
I probably wouldn't feel that way if, you know, my team was the 1 seed. You know what I mean?
True. Yeah, I don't know how they would do that. They'd have to do some kind of give all the ones.
Oh man,
they can make all the 1 seeds get a bye, and those play-in teams that they put in there to play, you just filter them in. Keep going.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
What?
You need some sort of reward for being the 1 seed. I just feel like they get some of them, not all of them, but some of them get put in a very easy,
Yeah.
what do they call it?
But-
Region or whatever.
Mhm.
It just,
I don't know. It's pretty. I feel like it's pretty easy. You get to play the 16 seed and stuff like that. Like, you think it's too easy?
Yeah, I think I honestly believe, we looked it up a while ago. There's never been anything lower than a 7 seed. Was it a 7 seed?
I think it was an 8. I think
There's been nothing
Villanova.
lower than an 8 seed win the championship. So I feel like, and they're never going to do this because it's less revenue, but I really feel like it should be 32 teams that get into the championship. And then you got the one playing the 8. And then, I mean, a 1 against an 8 is a lot more competitive ball game than a 1 against a 16.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's just look up and see who the 8 seeds were here. Hang on. Let me look this up.
I know Clemson was 1. I want to say St. Louis.
Ohio State.
They were either an 8 or 9.
Clemson.
Was St. Louis, or were they a 9 seed? They might have been a 9 seed.
Georgia was the 8. They lost to the 9. And then Villanova was an 8.
Villanova.
That's all right.
Now you're going to get back into those discussions about the 33rd team is going to feel robbed. Okay. Well, what you just did by shrinking the tournament to 32 is you made the NCAA tournament a lot more competitive. And now you've given the NIT tournament a lot more teams to choose from to play in the NIT tournament. So you actually give a little bit of credit, a little bit of street cred, if you will, to the NIT tournament while you're making the NCAA tournament more competitive. They will never do this. This will never be done. All they want to do is expand, because more ball games is more revenue, more commercial time, all that stuff. But I feel like the tournament's already too big. Now, if you could get a double-digit seed to win a championship, then I might not feel this way. But it's never happened, So,
yeah, the 32 is good, but I don't think it'd just be one team upset about being left out.
No. There's going to be 30. There's going to be 32 teams that are going to be upset about that.
That's exactly right. Why'd they shrink it down, man? Come on.
Maybe you put a limit. Maybe you put a limit on how many teams from a conference can get in too. That might
also
make
you
it
probably you probably almost eliminate every mid-major by doing that too. So,
but you've made the NIT tournament so much more exciting because chances are that the team that you root for is going to play in the NIT more often than they play in the NCAA tournament. And then when your team does make the NCAA tournament, it's going to mean so much more. You know what I mean? Oh, we had to play in the NIT for 3 years. We finally get to play in the NCAA tournament,
That would have been some good teams in a 32-team tournament. That'd be pretty good. I'm looking up the bracket right now.
It would make it a lot more difficult on your higher seeds because you don't get to play that cupcake right away. You have to actually go in and play, a decent team.
That means Missouri would not have made the cut line. Texas would not have made the cut line.
9 seed or below, man.
Yeah. Utah State wouldn't have made it either, and they won a game. High Point wouldn't have made it either.
And they won a game. See, that is something that you would lose. You would lose that 15 knocking out of 2 or, that those 14 knocking out of 3 or whatever. It's just,
Yeah. Anyway, 32 would be great.
But I think we all I think we all agree that, for the majority, it's pretty much you can name 8 teams that put, they'll be half the Final Four. You know what I mean? Like it always seems to be the Dukes. It always seems to be the North Carolinas.
Well, it ain't this year. No, John Shires and hot water, boy. He keeps choking these games away. He did the same thing last year against Houston in the Final Four. Had Cooper Flagg, Mr. Generational, who's, apparently Khan's generational too, apparently. So,
what I don't get is like, didn't they have a timeout left? Didn't Duke have a timeout left?
One of them did. I forget who. I don't remember.
I don't know.
But yeah, that Boozer kid. I mean, he took it like a champ, though, man. He talked to him in the locker room and stuff. He feels like because he's probably coming back. He's probably not going pro. Well, he feels like he messed his brother's shot up. Messed his chance up because he's probably going pro. Mm-hmm. So it was rough. That was rough. But man, all you had to do was catch the ball and hold it and get fouled. That's all you had to do.
He tried to throw it.
He looked up and there was 2 guys that was running down the court wide open, nobody down there, and he.
Yeah.
It could have went the other way where he got the ball over to the guy,
and then
dunks it right at the buzzer, sent him to the Final Four.
Then UConn shows a lot of poise because they get the steal, and the kid that gets the steal doesn't just do something stupid like just jack it up right away or anything like that. He passes it, runs past the screen, gets the ball back, and then jacks it up to win it, man.
It's crazy. It was crazy.
Yeah. And apparently Dan Hurley got fined $10 grand or something like that because he headbutted a ref. I didn't see this.
He did. It wasn't like boom headbutt. It was like he walked up to the ref and put his head against his, and, like that. You know what I mean? Like it was crazy though. Like I think the game was over even. You know what I mean? But it was like this psychopath. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he's pumped. The video of his mom is hilarious. Oh my gosh, it's so good. She goes nuts, man. She's screaming and stuff and hugging her. And I like how they've been doing the announcers lately. Have you seen these videos where they show like the guys calling the game or whatever, and it's something happens and it's exciting? It's pretty good. Grant Hill and Raftery was.
Well, I think it's Raftery. Raftery, man, it can be like
something.
Man, it can be like 17 minutes left in the first half, and somebody gets out on a fast break, and he announces it like it's the winning shot of the game.
Wiggity, nylon. It's like, what did he just say? Nylon. Like, what the heck is this guy saying? Oh yeah, Bill's he's a treasure. He's a treasure.
Yeah, that's a good word for it.
Him and Grant Hill, though, they were trying to keep it together. It was hilarious because you could hear the other guy talking. He's calling the game, and so they're watching. You just see them, reacting to it, and they're like, they freeze back like this and just like sitting there, they're looking around like this, they're not saying anything while the other guy's doing his thing, making the call or whatever. It was funny. And the guy from High Point, I don't know if you saw that one. Did you see that? The guy calling the High Point game against Wisconsin. Bro, it's so good. It's so good. This kid's so pumped. He's so pumped up, man. And we're going to the round of 32. I mean, he just goes off. It's so great. It's so good. I love those.
I really wish High Point would have been in a different region because I was really looking forward to rooting for them. And then in the second round, they had to face my Hogs, and I couldn't root for them anymore.
I know. Thinking Hogs, man. Good year, but disappointing end. There's a lot of people. A lot of teams feel like that right now. There's a lot of big games in the Sweet 16 and Elite Eight. Let me pull this back.
I don't know. I don't really feel disappointed. I mean,
let me see here.
Sure, it would have been nice to go further, but we brought some hardware this year. I mean, we won the SEC championship. We went to the round of 16.
Let's see.
You know,
so we had Duke beat St. John's. That was fairly close. St. John's played really well. They almost won that thing. And then Michigan State moved on. They had to play UConn, and UConn beat them. And then UConn ate the buzzer.
But UConn did. UConn was up something like 15 or 16 points on Michigan State, and Michigan State came back and made a game of it at the end of the ball game.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't really have a lot of faith in UConn going into the game against Duke because of how they had played against Michigan State, and then dude, they played really well. I mean, that was a good ball game back and forth. I didn't get to see the ending. I was at church teaching the teens, and you were texting me like, "Did you see the end of that game?" I was like, "Oh no, I didn't."
Dude, I was yelling. Mom came in here. She's like, "What's going on?"
So we stopped after you sent me the clip of it. I stopped the teaching, and then I pulled my phone up and hit play, and the kids watched it with me, and they were all, "Holy moly!" Like,
it was crazy. I was trying to watch the game, and you know how everybody sees it at different times. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so I saw my phone from Matt Norlander. He's a CBS guy or whatever. I see a notification pop up on my phone that says OMG or something like that. And I was thinking, oh, what? You know, so I flipped my phone over so I wouldn't see anything else. You know what I mean? and watch that like last 10 seconds there. I was like, that was crazy. That's crazy.
That is nuts, man.
They showed one of Rothstein and Wally Zerbiak watching the end of it too. It's great.
Well,
it's good stuff.
It's the whole reason that it's one of the reasons that makes March Madness so good is the buzzer beaters, you know, the come from behinds, the pressure of standing on the free throw line and having to hit 2 free throws, you know, with that's a lot of pressure, you know.
And it is.
So
it is. Yeah, and then in the South, of course, Iowa beat Florida, so they weren't in the Sweet 16. Iowa beat Nebraska, and then Illinois beat Houston, which was kind of surprising. Houston didn't play that great, I don't think. Whatever.
The Houston game kind of surprised me.
And then Illinois beats Iowa to go to the Final Four. So
yeah,
there you go. Midwest, nothing crazy. Michigan and Alabama, that was a pretty good game for about a half. And then Michigan was like, okay, tired of messing with you. Put the floor down on them.
See your Nate Oates afterwards, though.
Yeah, we didn't have our guy. You're an illegal guy, you mean? The guy you tried to cheat with? You're right. You didn't have that guy. You jackwagon. Anyway. We didn't have our guy that was ineligible. What?
Yeah.
That's your excuse?
Yeah.
I mean, what the freak, dude? What an idiot. Let's see here. And then down on the bottom, Tennessee made a good run. They made a really good run all the way up to Michigan. And then Michigan.
Yeah, if I would have told you mid SEC season, if I'd have said, I think Tennessee is going to be the last SEC school left in the tournament, would you have believed me? The way they were playing toward the middle of the season, man?
Not 100%.
No.
It's not like I would have been, there's no way that could ever happen.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have thought it would happen.
The tournament is a lot about and it's one of the reasons that I thought the Razorbacks would go deeper is it has a lot to do with getting hot at the right time. And Cal 2 years in a row has gotten his team playing well towards the end of the year. So
Yeah,
I don't know,
it's all
man.
about your draw and who you get matched up with.
Man, it really is. It really is, because I kept saying, the first team we come across that has a big front court, we're going to have problems with.
Bro, I know. If we'd have been in the South, if Florida got eliminated, we'd probably make Final Four. You know what I'm saying? Like, none of these teams. Illinois is pretty big.
Illinois is pretty big, yeah.
Say you swapped us out with Illinois, we would have had to beat Houston.
That would have been tough. We couldn't do it earlier this year.
We couldn't do it earlier this year, but that was earlier this year.
We were playing bad.
Anyway, so Michigan moves on there to the Final Four, and then in the West, of course, Arizona is destroying everybody. Punked Arkansas pretty bad, and then punked Purdue, sort of. Yeah, they ended up punking them by 15. Texas made a good run though. There's another team that made a good run.
Had to play in the play-in game and end up getting to the Sweet 16. That's pretty freaking good, man.
That's pretty good. And then so Arizona moves on. So now we got UConn, Illinois on one side. No number ones over there. Both the number ones got beat. And then you got Michigan and Arizona, who are the number ones and made it out of their region or whatever. I kind of feel like whoever wins that game is probably going to win the whole thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's more like the championship game.
Well, I feel like if Michigan again's got a chance against Arizona, they're going to have to beat Arizona and the referees. So it should be interesting.
Michigan's the same way. I'm telling you, they get all those. I don't know. We'll see. That's going to be a good one. That's the late game on April 4th. So that's Saturday night.
I do still have a bracket where I have Michigan winning the whole thing. So that's probably who I'm going to root for. I hate Michigan, so I'm not going to root real hard.
I've got one with Illinois in it, so I'm kind of rooting for them on that side. So, plus, like you said, you got to root for Big Z, right?
You think we got any Wildcat fans that watch the show? If so, your fans are stupid. By the way, Arizona fans are stupid. All right. That's it. That's all.
What? Public service announcement? What are we doing?
Public service announcement.
Why are they stupid? What do you mean?
Well, they got up on us. They got up on us, and they start chanting U of A. We are the U of A. We're the U of A. You're the U of A. That's a stupid chant to do. You're stupid people.
Well, they think they're the real U of A now. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they just like that would be, like Hogs are playing Clemson, and I start chanting, "Go Big Orange! Go Big Orange!"
Let me see what else we got here. Illinois dominated Iowa. What else we got? So who you picking for your championship game then? You going Michigan? Okay.
The game I want to see is Michigan against Illinois.
Okay. I feel like we've seen that already. I think they played earlier. Let me see.
That's the game I want to see. The game I don't want to see is Arizona against UConn, which is probably what is going to happen since that's not what I want.
You don't want UConn and Arizona?
I don't want UConn and Arizona. No.
Why not?
Well, I'm still a little bitter towards Arizona. Okay. Probably will be for several years. And then I don't really want Dan Hurley winning another championship.
Yeah.
I don't. I think Dan Hurley is an asshole, and I don't really root for assholes that often. So I don't want to see a jerk. Like he is like the Lane Kiffin of college basketball. Oh, man, that might be too hard on Dan. Might be a little too hard.
Yeah, maybe.
Will Wade is the lane kipping of.
They played Illinois February 27th at Illinois and beat them by 14.
Yeah, well, that was then. Okay.
Using my logic against me. Yeah, I don't want to see that game. I feel like that's too easy for Michigan. I don't like that. I think
if the refs call it down the line, okay, if the refs actually don't get involved and become part of the story or whatever, I think Michigan's too strong for all three of those teams.
Even Arizona?
Even Arizona. As long as the refs call it fair, yeah, even Arizona.
I don't know about that. I think it's going to end up being what you don't want.
Arizona, UConn, probably.
I think that's what's going to happen. I think
it wouldn't.
I don't know.
If it didn't.
I don't know. Illinois keeps surprising me, and it depends on how they shoot. Because if the Bishop brothers are knocking down threes out there, they could beat UConn. But if I
can tell you this, all right, there are 50 states, all right, and Illinois ranks in the 40s for me somewhere as far as how much I enjoy your state, okay, and Illinois is down there in the 40s somewhere, all right. But I'm probably going to root for them because they're the lowest seed, and when it gets to this time of the year, I'm usually rooting for the lowest seed.
Okay, well, that brings up my next question. Does that mean they're the Cinderella?
I don't know. We talked about that. We talked about this before. I don't know what the qualifications for Cinderella are. Like,
did she die?
I feel like a true Cinderella has to be I want to say double digit. Like, you need to be a double digit seed to be a Cinderella.
To be honest with you, since we looked this up, right, we know 8 seeds high. That's the highest you can go, right?
Yeah.
So honestly, the definition should be anything 9 or below. If you're a 9 seed or higher or lower, however you want to look at it, you can be a Cinderella. Other than that, you can't be.
9 to 16. 9 to 16, you can be a Cinderella.
You can be a Cinderella.
If you're above an 8, you're an 8 or better, then you're not a Cinderella.
Yeah.
That
makes logical sense to me. But
plus, I feel like Cinderella, the story of Cinderella, she didn't just get dressed up. She got in the coach. She went to the ball. She danced with the prince, So I feel like you got to make the Final Four to be a real true Cinderella.
That would be crazy. I don't know if it's going to happen either because of the way the Neil stuff is now too, and all the money, and it's the mid majors, man. That's like I'm saying. Like even there wasn't any of them in the Sweet 16. So, that's not good.
I don't know. I feel like the mid majors should be better because of the NIL money, because not everybody's good enough to make NIL money. I feel like you should have like a good veteran team. But even that coach from High Point, they were asking him, what's the difference between, he's like, all right, well, our budget went up, our NIL budget went up, and all of a sudden our team got better.
Funny how that works, huh?
Isn't that crazy how that works? But
it always works.
You got to spend your money wisely, because there are some people that spent like $22 million and ended up going home in the round of 32. Well, who was that?
I heard something about this today, actually. They were talking. They said that there was a lot of, because of the rev share thing, they thought that was going to go away or something or change. So I hope several teams sort of went all in this season, thinking there's going to be a deduction, everybody's going to get less. So if we're going to do this Wild West stuff where we can spend whatever we want to, we better do it now. And so they spent a bunch of money. Now they got to pull back because they spent too much money. That's going to happen to a lot of teams. Kentucky's one of them. So
Kentucky, that's who it was. It was
it'd
Kentucky.
be interesting to see who else it affects because I don't know. Like LSU, they already told what's his name, Will Wade, and he's $12 million or something like that. That's probably a pretty big increase for them.
See, I feel like that should be like the cap. Like 12 million should be like the cap. Like, listen, guys, that's like 12 dudes that you could put on your bench making $1 million each. All right, that should be more than enough money. You know what I mean?
You're right. It should be. Should be. Pay everybody $1 million. You get 12 of them.
Yeah.
Or you could be like Coach Cal and pay them all 2 and get 6. With 2 guys that can half-ass play sometimes. You know what I mean? Every once in a while they show up. Oh, I had a double-double. Oh, nice. Nice to see you, Mr. Double-Double. Where were we at the first 16 games of the year?
It might be the most frustrating thing about Cal the last 2 years is like his first year here, we ended up being kind of short on the bench, and everybody thought, well, he'll fix that next year. Yeah. No, he ends up being short on the bench again, and it just, I don't know, it's frustrating as a fan because if you get a couple, like Knox went down on us this year. I mean, if somebody else would have went down on us, we'd have been playing Seeley and the little midget down there at the end of the bench, man. That's Malik's friend.
I know, man. It's kind of frustrating. I get his point and what he's trying to do, but you're one injury away, from being in trouble.
It's like living on the edge when there's no point of living on the edge.
Yeah. Like you should still be able to tell these guys, right? Like maybe if it's just paying them, like that's different, I guess. But if it's getting them to come because they think they're not going to get to play, or I'm going to have to, I want to play 40 minutes a game. I don't want to share no time with okay. They got to get over that. You know what I mean? Like you got to get guys that will,
Well, I don't want that.
You want to play 35 minutes a game? You get in here and you prove that you're better than that guy, and you get to play 35 minutes a game.
Yeah, that's not what I'm not a head coach, but that's not what I'm looking for as a coach. I want to hear the answer, coach, whatever we need to do to win. That's what I want to hear. Whatever we need. I want everybody to have a DJ Wagner mentality. I want them to play as hard as Billy Richmond, and I want them to be able to score like Darius Acuff. Am I asking too much? I don't think so.
I don't think you are either. I just want him to get a big man. That's all I want.
I want that one dude. That his whole purpose in life is to rebound. Like that's all he wants to do. He don't care about scoring. He don't care about blocking shots. He just wants to rebound. That's all he wants to do.
Yeah. Well, there's some centers that have come out and said they're going to go into the portal when it opens, but obviously that first day, there will be a ton of dudes.
Well, have you ever noticed that there's certain, and it's probably got something to do with the coaches, but there are certain programs that always seem to have like a monster, Purdue. It seems like Purdue always, like they're just, he knows where to find 7-footers. I don't know where he goes to find 7-footers, but he knows where to find them.
I know.
Texas always has, I always feel like has a big guy.
It's the way Georgetown used to be.
Georgetown,
There for a while, if you was a center, you went to Georgetown. That's where you went. Yeah, I know it's not like that anymore.
And you brought up the point earlier, if you look at Cal's centers that he's had AD, he's had all these skinny, lanky dudes, Marcus Camby, all these guys that could play wing. They could play wing. TB, Trevin Brazil could play. He can play wing, or you can throw him the ball inside. Trevin's inside game was not epic or anything,
but he played 5 several times. Throughout the year. Yeah. we'll see, man. I don't know what's going to happen with the portal and all that stuff, but it's
Well,
going to be
I'm
some things out there
actually
for sure. There will be.
I'm more interested in than the portal right now. I'm more interested about who's going to take this North Carolina job. I want
Yeah.
to know. I'm interested to see who's going to step up and fill the spot
could-
Hubert Davis left.
What's crazy is it could create a whole domino effect, the same way that when the guy left USC. That guy left UCA, Musselman went to USC, Cal came here, Pope. Like there was all these like switching. The same thing will happen if they get, especially if they get a big name, right? Because if he's going to leave, say Dusty May takes it, right? He's going to leave Michigan. Well, now Michigan's open. You know what I mean? Who's going to take that one? Now that guy moved. Well, who's going to take his spot? Like it's going to be this whole domino thing is going to happen right here at the transfer portal. I don't know. This could set things up for next year.
Yeah. Well, really I just don't want him coming. I don't want him coming after my coach. All right. That's all. That's all I'm saying. I'm happy with my coach. I don't want you coming after him. And I think there are certain coaches you don't have to worry about. Rick Barnes ain't going nowhere. I don't think Calvin Sampson's going anywhere. I don't think Bill Self is going anywhere.
Yeah.
But there are some out there that, how crazy would it be if you got the news tomorrow? Will Wade is headed to North Carolina. They called, offered him more money, more NIL, and he's headed to North Carolina. Would that not be hilarious? That would be maybe. That might be the funniest story ever.
I don't think they would do that. No way they would want that guy.
No, I'm not saying that would be a good hire. I'm just saying it'd be funny.
Oh my gosh. Leave NC State for LSU and then come back to North Carolina and go to North Carolina. Oh my gosh, what a dick move, man.
And then you gotta play NC State next year, man.
That's ridiculous. You should be
that sounds like a Will Wade move.
Right? Well, right now, so on threes, they update their, transfer portal rankings or whatever as these guys, announce or expected, they call it, expected to enter the transfer portal.
Sure.
And right now, the number one guy for the center position is Anton Bonk from Charlotte. He's actually, never mind. 7'2", 270.
Dang.
Big old dude. And then you got Joel. I don't know about this. I about to just share my screen so you could read this because this is insane. I can't read these names, dude. Let's see if I can make it bigger here. Can you see this? So this guy here, he's like as of right now, right? Because all the guys aren't entered in yet. But right now, this is just for centers.
Cho Makot.
Yeah, I don't know how to say it. Makot. He's 7-footer. And he came from I don't know what that is. I can't read it. College of Charleston. That's where he's from. And then you got a couple other guys. I mean, these guys are still in the 90s as far as rankings and stuff, right?
The guys from Yale?
Yes. 6'9", 200, 6'10", 230.
Not big enough. Not big enough, man.
7 foot, 255.
Here's a 7'2" guy down here.
From Berlin.
What about this number 39 there?
Conrad.
7'2". Where's he
270. 270. He's from Lenore Ryan. Never heard of him.
I didn't ask who his mom was. I said, where did he go to college at?
Southern West. I don't know. These are all these Virginia Wise. I didn't even know that was a thing. These guys are just, mid-major guys. They're all the ones that are announcing right now. Of course, there'll be guys off these Final Four teams probably that'll, maybe. I don't know. You got teams like Michigan State where they don't ever leave, don't seem like. Or Houston. It don't seem like they ever leave there either.
See, I wouldn't mind having a little bit of that. at Arkansas to where, you know.
And then here's your power forwards. So this would be like your 4-man, right? So this guy from St. Mary's, he's ranked pretty high. This Kwame Evans, he's from Oregon. He's pretty good. He's really good, actually. And so, yeah, there'll be more guys come available, on the 7th or whatever. But right now,
who decides their star ranking?
Well, they do. Okay, they got a couple different ways you can do it. So they can do the industry thing where it gives you like all of them on 3 and 247, and ESPN has one. Those are like the major ones. And then they got, a bunch of mom and pop ones as well. So, but yeah, they're usually pretty close. I don't know. 247, theirs seems to be a little janky sometimes, to be honest with you. And then so for recruiting, let's see here. For high school basketball. So you still got Tyrone Stokes, the number 1 guy. He's supposedly a Kansas lean right now.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And then we got Jordan Smith Jr. And then everybody else is committed except for, oh, wow, that changed big time, dude. We were up 23% to 20% or something yesterday. And look how much it flipped in one day. So I guess
going to the Final Four, man.
Yeah. He's probably going Michigan, maybe. And then they still got Mika. He went overseas and playing professionally right now, so he's not even in college. But he might come to college. He might go pro. They don't know yet. So, but right now he's between us and Michigan. And then JJ. So I don't know if we can sort by. Let's see.
There was a do.
There was what?
A do. I don't know.
A do Torrey.
Yeah.
Let's see. Only include players with status. No, that make me pick a team that way. Never mind. I guess I can't sort it like that. That's kind of wild. Anyway, lots of stuff coming. There'll be some more high school recruiting and
well, there's a McDonald's All-American game coming up soon, isn't there?
Yeah, that's tomorrow night. I'm kind of interested to watch that. I saw they had a practice game or something yesterday, and maybe today too. I don't know, but just scrimmaging, stuff. Found it on YouTube. It's pretty cool. Some pretty good looking dudes, but I don't know if there's as many. Oh, there's some pretty good ones. This freshman class this year that just finished, I don't remember a class like that making that big an impact on that many teams. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty crazy. But so I don't know if next year will be quite the same as far as that goes.
Are any of those freshmen going to be sophomores next year, or all those freshmen that made an impact, are they headed to the league? Like, is Nate Amek coming back? I don't
think so. I mean, nothing's official.
Yeah, exactly.
I would say probably not, though. Most of those guys are going to go pro, I'd say. I think I wish that we had a shot at keeping Malik. But I just don't. I think it's like slim and none. You know what I mean? So,
I was kind of hoping that that's what the NIL money would do, would entice some of these kids to come back another year instead of, because some of the even some of your most dynamic freshmen are still going to have to play some time in the G League and stuff like that. Yeah. I was hoping the NIL would make it more enticing for them to be like, you know what, another year of school wouldn't kill me, and the way my brain thinks is, if it was me, and I would probably eat up all 4 years, because you get to be like the big fish in a little pond. And then when you go to the NBA, you become that little fish in the big, huge lake or whatever. So I would find it more enticing to stay in college, but whatever.
I don't really know what is the draw, because you can make as much money.
It's a dream. It's a dream. It's fulfilling a dream. All these kids dream of playing in the NBA.
Yeah, I guess
it's
so.
fulfilling it. It's fulfilling.
But if you would think about it, though, if you're good enough to make it this year, you should be good enough to make it next year, you would think, but maybe not. Maybe one injury away. You know what I mean? You never know.
Yeah, see, that's a lot of what people. That's like the first thing that always comes up. All right, well, what if they come back here and blow out their knee? Like, they still get their NIL money, and if you blow out your league in the G League, once that contract's over, there's no guarantee that you're going to get another contract. It's not. Yeah. I don't know.
It's.
I feel risky. Like, it's risky, is what it is.
But you could say, going in as a freshman too, you could say, "Hey, I want to play 2 years, no matter what. If I don't care what kind of freshman year I have, and they say I could go in the top 10, I'm playing 2 years, so I want 2-year deal, money wise. It's the same thing as if you go to the NBA and you want a 2-way, whatever.
And it would be, dude, you talk as a head coach. If Darius A. Cuff comes to me and says, "Coach, I want to play here 2 years," I'm not going to say, "Oh, son, you only need to play here 1."
Well,
and then
well, Cal might. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's, man.
I would like.
Can you imagine if nobody went on, and these teams just kept getting dudes? It'd be unbelievable.
Well, it would make some of these mid majors better, because there's not room for all these dudes.
Yeah, I know. What are you gonna do? Kick A Cuff? Oh no, you're not gonna. You're just gonna play like 10 minutes a game, and I got another guy coming in. No, you're not. And that guy's not gonna be like, "I'm not coming there to play 10 minutes. I'm a 5-star. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
I'm gonna go down here to North Texas and whoop everybody." I'll see you at the draft next year, buddy.
Or draft, or when your guy moves on, I'll come on over or something like that. But I think it would be awesome. It's the way. I know I'm 50 and I do a lot of back in the day and everything, but that's why I feel college basketball was at its best in the 80s through the mid 90s, is because this one and done stuff didn't exist. Everybody stayed,
Yeah, I know. He was talking about this Purdue team. I saw a story that somebody wrote up on them and how they've been together, 3 or 4 years. I mean, they all stuck it together. Braden Smith and TKR, whatever his name is, and what's the shooter's name? Anyway, the other guy, there's the third. They've been there a long time. They're all going to be leaving together, came in together. That's kind of cool. Like, you don't hear about that anymore.
Well, imagine this Purdue team with Zach Edey still on it.
He was a senior, right? Surely.
I don't know if he was a senior or not.
I think he was. God, so that'd be insane. Insane. What if Wemby came over and played for Duke? You know what I mean? Like, what? Wait a minute. What? You need to go out of here.
That'd have been crazy, man. It'd been crazy if you had to have a college degree to play in the NBA. So that would ensure that everybody would stay at least 2 years, get an associate's degree or whatever. And then nobody can go from high school to the pros. So that means Wemby would have played in high school. Dude, that'd have been awesome.
LeBron goes to Ohio State or something. That's crazy.
LeBron's too stupid to get in Ohio State.
Whatever. They let anybody in that school, probably. That's where all the 5-stars go. It's probably why they go there. They don't make them do any schoolwork. Football, anyway.
Well,
isn't that weird how Ohio State can be every player they get on football is 5-star, but then their basketball team's a bunch of like I don't know, nobody's. It's not nobody's. They got guys, but
I don't think it's weird. I think a lot of colleges out there excel at one sport, and then you have a handful of colleges that excel at all sports.
Well, they're going there because of the old money.
Most colleges though excel at like one sport, whatever sport that is.
Yeah, there's some
like
kind
Kentucky.
Of
Kentucky is a basketball school. Everybody knows Kentucky's a basketball school. All the 5-stars used to go to Kentucky, and their football team always sucked. The opposite of Ohio State.
Duke's kind of the same way.
Yeah.
Well, actually, Duke's been good in some other sports. Their soccer team won a bunch of things, I think, or something.
Oh, we're talking real sports. We're talking like football,
my bad.
Basketball, baseball.
Sorry, I didn't mean to get out of the U.S. My bad.
I mean, if we want to talk about any sport, we got to talk about Arkansas's track and field. Okay, because we'll kill you in track.
What's the award? They give an award for like the best athletic program. Like you've won the most stuff as a athletic program, not just basketball, football, but everybody combined. Do you remember what it's called? Let's see here.
It's probably named after somebody, I imagine.
Yes. Lou Alcindor championship. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Buck Ryan. It'll be somebody you never heard of. It's like the Buck Ryan Award or something like that.
I want to say it's like it's not the Doak Walker, but it's something like that. It's like Learfield. There you go. The NACDA Learfield Directors Cup. Okay, that's crazy. It's presented annually by the National Association of College Directors of Athletics.
And who are some prestigious winners of this award?
Recent Division I winners, 24-25, University of Texas, their 4th title in 5 years. Edged out USC and Stanford in the closest finish ever. There you go. Because they're good at all them other sports, like baseball and tennis and volleyball, and baseball does pretty good. Like they do good. They're like LSU, man. They do good at everything. And it's just irritating.
Okay, but if you give me the choice, all right, to win the NACAD Lear Championship Cup, which we need to make that title a little longer.
It's the NACDA.
Yeah.
The
if I have a choice between winning the NACDA and the Natty in basketball, football, or baseball, either one of them, I'm going to choose the Natty. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to choose the Natty over the NACDA.
Oh, that was a big debate there a while back. Was what would you do that? Because some fans, that's their go-to. When they say, "Oh man, your football team sucks." Yeah, well, we won the Lear. We were in top 5 of the Learfield competition, and everybody's like, "What the who? What?
What is the NACDA? What are you talking about?"
What are you talking about? They're like, "Hey, we're top 5, man. We were close." Let's see. I'll have a list of the winners here. Let me see. Oh, what is this? The Capital One Cup winner is the alternative award. What? This award gives separate trophies and scholarship money for the best men's and women's programs in Division I, with more emphasis on high-profile sports. It's presented at the ESPYs. So your Capital One Cup winner last season was the men was Ohio State. The women was North Carolina. Interesting.
So if you could win a natty in one of the 3, which one would you want the natty in?
What? Say it again. The Natty.
Yeah, if you could win the Natty, for sure, guaranteed, one of the 3 sports this year, okay, which one are you wanting?
Basketball.
Hmm.
You football or baseball?
We got a new head football coach. It would be something to see him win the Natty his first year at Arkansas.
Unless you can pull the Signetti. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Listen to this, bro. Freaking Stanford holds the all-time record with 26 titles. It's including 25 consecutive wins from 94 through 2019.
They won the NACTA 25 times in a row?
25 times in a row, bro.
That sounds a little rigged.
What the heck?
Because Stanford's not one. All right, 19.
Making this vote. What's going on here?
Yeah, what year did you say? 19 what?
94 through 2019. They won 25 times.
I can't think of one football national championship. Can't think of one basketball national championship. Can't think of one baseball national championship in that time. They might be killing it in every other sport. They must be killing it in every.
They are. They're good at everything. That's the problem. They're a little bit good at everything. You know, their football team's not been very good lately, but they were good there for a while. I mean, they had John Elway at one point. I mean, come on.
Yeah, but not in 1994.
That was after 94. But I mean, they had to have John Elway there to get them other guys to come there, probably. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Well, let's see. Let's see. Who were the finalists
this year
for 2025? They haven't done it this year, I don't think, because they didn't list the 2026 one. All right, here's your finalists. Oh, wow, there's like a point system of some kind. This is crazy.
Okay.
All right. Texas. Oh, my gosh. Okay, Texas came in first with 1,255.25 points. Okay, their fourth title in 5 years. USC, okay, so 1,255. Okay, USC had 1,253.75 points. So they just like.
Where did Stanford end up at?
Third. 1,251. So they were just like a couple of points away from winning it again. Holy crap. All right, well, here's my question then. Why is Stanford always winning?
Yeah.
Give me some reasons here. I need to know. Let's see. they've won it 26 out of the 31 times it's been presented. Stanford.
Did Stanford come up with this award? Like, is this Stanford's the college that decided we needed an NACAD?
Okay, they're the broadest program in Division I.
Broadest.
Stanford sponsors 36 varsity sports teams.
Oh, wow.
31 NCAA sponsored, more than almost any other school outside the Ivy League. The Director's Cup scores the school's top 10 men's and top 10 women's performances. Wow. What? Because Stanford fields so many teams, they get to cherry pick their highest scoring results while dropping the lower ones. What? These guys done calculus and algebra their way to a win, bro. That's insane. They get to pick their scores. That's nuts. Let's see what else they get. Dominance. Okay, so they're dominant in the Olympic sports: women's rowing, water polo, men's gymnastics, sailing, fencing, field hockey, synchronized swimming. My gosh. Hey, man, if you want to be a synchronized swimmer, you go to Stanford.
You go to Stanford. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows
that. Duh.
I had a kid the other day say, Mr. Scarborough, I was thinking about going into figure skating. I said, Stanford. You need to go to Stanford, man.
Yeah. Texas has closed the gap significantly in the recent years, winning 4 out of the last 5 by investing heavily across the board and performing well in high-point sports like swimming, softball, and track. See, track gets points. We should be like way up there.
What I don't understand, why are those high scoring? Like, you can only score so many points in a football game. What scores you a point?
I don't know. I don't know how that works. I'm not a NACDA professional.
I didn't even know about NACDA till just now.
NACDaless.
I didn't. I'd never heard of this before.
I didn't. I mean, I knew there was an award for the best overall athletic program, but I didn't know Stanford was so dominant. That's crazy.
I'd like to go to their trophy room and look at their NACDA trophies. Man. I'm putting that on my bucket list.
These guys are smart, man. These Stanford guys, they got it all figured out. They algebraed it out. They really did. They're like, okay, listen, here's what we did.
Yeah. What I'm wondering is, are they counting like the debate club and the chess club as part of the sports? Because if they are,
probably that's why they're world champion chess players go there.
Yeah.
Anybody worth their salt at any subject goes to Stanford. Okay, just get that in your head, bro. That's just the truth of the matter.
Didn't Richard Sherman go to Stanford?
He did. So did Andrew Luck, who's also the
AD or something, isn't he?
Something, yeah. Manager, general manager. I don't know. He's something. He's the big wig over there. So good for them. Yeah. All right. Anything else you want to talk about before we get out of here? I don't have anything.
I didn't even want to talk about that, but we did. So
it went down the rabbit hole, man. I mean, that's what happens sometimes. All right. Well, get out here. My dogs are hungry.
I think I told you this joke.
Uh-oh.
What do panties and nail polish have in common?
Oh my gosh. I don't know, but probably not good.
You apply a little bit of alcohol and they both come off.
Yep. That's true.
All right, dude.
Let's see. I think there's something on tonight. Let me see here. What were we talking about? The women's team?
The women's? We didn't talk about them at all.
Okay, so the women play. Texas and Michigan play. Ooh. I actually have a little money on Texas winning the Hope deal, so need them to win. And then TCU, South Carolina, in the other one.
Are they down to the Final Four yet?
This is the Elite Eight.
Okay.
Yeah, Elite Eight on this side. And then so this is the last of it, actually, because yesterday was the Elite Eight. UConn beat Notre Dame to stay undefeated. They're 38-0, and UCLA beat Duke. And so now they're 35-1. And so now today, Michigan and Texas just tipped off, by the way, just tipped off. And then TCU and South Carolina. Wow, man. You could end up South Carolina. Who did I say? South Carolina, UConn, UCLA. You could have those three in the Final Four. That's crazy. Those teams are good. And Texas, God, why did I pick Texas? Gotta be one. Gotta beat two of those teams to win the thing. That's crazy. So yeah. Anyway, I don't know what else is on tonight, but that's pretty much it. There's probably some NBA on.
When's that McDonald's All-American game?
It's tomorrow night, I believe.
Okay.
Let me see something here.
How's selling your house going?
I don't know. I had a rough day yesterday. I don't know. I told you about this. It was not a good day yesterday. I was ready to throw punch somebody. This guy, man. Well, man. He's like, first of all, it at like 10 a.m., right? 9:50. Hey, somebody wants to come look at your house at 10:30.
Ooh.
Right. I'm sitting here with Cheetos on my chest and cheese in my beard and still sitting in my pajama pants, looking at all the mess laying around from where my nephew was here the night before. And I was like, no, I can't do that. No, I'm not doing that. I was planning on not doing anything. So, but if you make it 11:30, I can make that happen because I want to sell my house, right?
Sure.
Get up, get all ready, get the house all ready, get everything cleaned up, picked up. Leave out of here 15 minutes early. 11:15 out the door. Go drive around, do some errands, a couple things, killing time, And then I came back at got home at 12:30 or 12:15.
So an hour.
So I gave him 45. Yeah, I was gone an hour. I gave him 45 minutes to look around, whatever. I walk in, and usually you can always tell, right? It's always like, because I turn on all the lights before I leave. So there'll be a light off somewhere or a door locked that wasn't locked or one unlocked that was like, here's signs people's in the house.
Yeah, we were selling the house and came home and somebody dropped a deuce in our toilet and hadn't flushed.
That was probably your lady.
No, it wasn't.
I'm telling you.
No, it was not. She was fit to be tied. Visiting a house, drops a deuce, did not flush.
He just tried it out. That's wild. Anyway, guy was late, wasn't here. And they said, yeah, he's on his way. I was like, he's an hour late. I'm back home now. What, do you want to cancel? No. House is clean. No, I guess not. So I go outside and they're here. They're out there parked. Dude's parked across my driveway. I can't even get out. He's parked right. Like, why would you even park like that? Like, what the? You show up an hour late and then you park like a dumbass. Like, get out of here, bro. What is your deal? Anyway, I left. I came back. It was pretty hot there for a little bit. Pretty mad.
Yeah.
Matter of fact,
I'd say
somebody was talking to me and they talked to me for like probably 5 minutes. And I literally looked at him and said, what'd you say? Because I didn't hear a word of it. I was in my head telling that dude off. You know what I'm saying? I had my speech ready. I was fixing to give it to him.
Well, I will say that the second time that you told me the story now, a lot less profanity. You're a lot calmer.
Well, I ain't trying to get blocked on YouTube. Thank goodness.
I've watched some videos on YouTube. We'd have to do some crazy stuff to get blocked on YouTube.
Probably, I don't know. They're probably more strict when you get monetized or whatever. I don't know.
Well,
I wouldn't know. We're not monetized, so
they don't like you talking about the pew pew, and you're not supposed to talk about the man, Orange Man bad. They don't like talking about it.
Oh my gosh, man. Have you noticed how many athletes bring up God, teach coaches, athletes, all that kind of stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Why is it that seems like that group of people are more that way than people that aren't? You know what I mean? Why is that?
I think maybe it might just stand out to you more because you don't hear it in other professions. Like, you never hear a lawyer win a big case and give all the glory to God. You don't hear.
He should.
Yeah, he should. You're right. But there are very few professions that when you get done, somebody comes and shoves a microphone in your face and, how were you feeling about it? What were you thinking in that moment, or whatever. I think you would hear it more often if that's what happened to other people, but I don't know. And it could be just because you're a Christian and I'm a Christian. Maybe we hear it more often because we're looking for it more often. Kind of like if you look for the number 23, you'll find the number 23 all over the place,
That might be it. You might be onto something.
But I also think it has a lot to do with somebody shoving a microphone in your face. And that doesn't happen to everyday guys. I don't get done with my mail route and a reporter comes up and wants to know how I felt about my mail route today or anything like that.
We can start doing that if you want.
How interesting would that be if life was like sports? Like I throw mail in a mailbox and then I go, yeah, did you see me throw that mail in that mailbox?
I run over and high five you. Good job, man. Slap you on the butt. Good job, man. You broke a rock, bro.
Yeah. I'm gonna go do that next mailbox, but I gotta get a drink of water. I gotta stay hydrated.
Well, I mean, if you were running to every mailbox, that might be more exciting.
Or like at home, you're watching on TV, you're watching me deliver mail, right? And like I get to like this one mailbox that you've been waiting on the whole time, and they cut to commercial. You know what I mean?
How many miles is your route, by the way? Like, do you know?
44 round trip.
44. Okay, never mind. You can't run that.
No, I cannot.
I was trying to work up some dream game scenario where you're going to run from mailbox to mailbox, and I'll water and hydrate you along the way.
No, even
I'm not
doing
like that.
I drive a rural route, hence the name Rural Route Tuck. I drive a rural route, so you have to drive 20 miles. Well, you have to drive 17 something to get to my first mailbox.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Yeah, and then I start my route, and then when I'm done with my route, I drive 17 miles back to, or 17 minutes back to the.
We got some comment. Oh, flea market. Oh, Floppy made it. Yeah, Illinois made it, man.
Yeah, way to show up at the end, man.
Oh, you want to see Illinois? He wants to see Illinois, Arizona.
Oh man, that's very sweet of you, man. Thank you for my service.
Look at there, man.
I appreciate that. Let me tell you something, man. It's a very underappreciated job, and if you could teach a monkey to read, they could do it. Okay, because it's not complicated. I'm amazed by the amount of people that hire on with the post office and don't make it.
Yeah.
It always surprises me because I think it's not hard. There's nothing hard about it.
Thank you, Floppy. Appreciate that, man.
Yeah, he's been working hard on the videos. I have nothing to do with those videos, by the way. That's all him.
I was going to try and make one later, but I don't know right now. I have the script written out, but I haven't put it all together yet.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah. He's been getting all kinds of certificates and AI and all kinds of stuff. It's crazy.
No, that has nothing to do with what I'm learning. This is crazy.
And one of these times I'm going to, he's going to say, all right, I'll meet you in the studio. And I'm going to get in the studio and I'm going to be like having, we're going to be doing the show. And then he's going to text me and be like, that's not really me. That's my avatar.
Bro, I saw this guy today. I already have the software to do it because the thing that I make videos with will make voices as well. I saw this guy today. His business was selling voice. They were like secretaries. So like they would answer the phone. Hey, yeah, how can I help you? Blah, blah, blah. Like that. It was crazy. It was crazy.
You couldn't tell it was a machine?
You could a little bit, but he didn't fine tune it at all. You know what I mean? He just like pick this, pick that, pick that. I will just use this one. Click, 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 click. Just showing how to create one.
Yeah, because they like one of the biggest problems with AI and everything is that it doesn't really feel human. You know what I mean? When you're interacting with it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if
You know
you're
what I mean?
just chatting with it, like it sort of does. And with some of them, you can, like with Grok, they have companions and stuff they call them, or something like that.
No.
Where you talk to, right? It's a conversation, and you're actually talking. You're not. I mean, you can type, but you have a conversation. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a buddy, and his niece is like,
I think that's Grok, right?
They were sitting at the dinner table, and she pulls it up and she starts talking to it. And he said she didn't ask it a question. It was like, hey, how are you doing today? You know, kind of conversation she was having with her AI. She's just having like a casual conversation with her AI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can see that more and more.
Dude, all I think about is Skynet. That's what I think about. I think about Skynet. I think about iRobot. We're just being set up.
Man, depends on who you want to listen to, man. They got your doomsdayers where it's the end of the world, or you got the guys that are like, this is the greatest thing ever. It's the future. Where it's the way it's going to be.
Yeah, but I don't know how it's going to make society better.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's gonna make things a lot easier to do, sure, but we already have kids that don't. If you were to take their phone away, they couldn't drive from here to Colorado. They wouldn't know how to get there.
Colorado, nothing.
They wouldn't know which way's west.
I got a niece probably couldn't make it across town without her Waze map.
Same thing. Okay, so think of it like that, right? If you depend on that for your driving and your directions, okay. Now magnify that into you use that for everything. What's on my grocery list? Add this to it. Add what? Like it's going to get to a point where a lot of people it's like you don't think at all. You're not thinking. You're just giving it information and it spits out something at you.
All right, so this is kind of off topic, but you were talking about not thinking, okay? Mm-hmm. And one of the things we didn't talk about was Tiger got his second DUI. Okay. And I was thinking about this the other night because it popped up several times on my feed. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to have to claim that Tiger Woods might be one of the greatest athletes of all time. Like I would probably put Tiger Woods maybe in the top 10 greatest athletes all time. It's so. Stupid as a rock. Okay. Dumb as a rock. If you have that much money, why do you not have a driver? Why are you not being driven everywhere? And then you can drink, you can smoke weed, you can do all them things that you ain't supposed to be doing, and you ain't gonna get busted for it. Yeah. Why don't you have a driver? I don't understand rich people.
Yeah, I don't know that either. That is pretty weird, actually.
Especially after you've already been busted one time for a DUI, you would think you would learn your lesson then, being like, well, screw it, I ain't driving nowhere from now on, you know?
Well, I mean, you're hopped up on pain pills and drinking. That does, yeah. You know, and then you're going to go get behind the wheel? Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
He hit a maintenance truck that was sitting still.
It's just poor decisions, man. Poor decisions. So
I'm just saying, like, you have been blessed, not just with athletic ability, but you've also been blessed with all this income. Why don't you be smart with it? You know, get you a big old long, SUV and sit in the very back and let some guy drive you around, or some hot woman. You like hot women? Get a hot woman driver. You let her drive you around. I don't care. You don't need to be behind the wheel, apparently. And then they show pictures from the crash, and he's driving a Genesis. I thought he was a Buick guy. Doesn't he have like a sponsorship with Buick, or did he lose that when he flipped the car the first time?
Oh, the first one was what you call it, the big
the Range Rover or whatever.
It was No, the Escalade or whatever, wasn't it?
Oh, Escalade, yeah.
I don't remember. Side note here. Tarleton State's Dior Johnson plans to enter the transfer portal. Okay, why is that important? Think about this. This guy went to 6 different high schools. Okay. This is his 5th different college.
Yeah.
That's insane to me. Like, what? This guy's like, what is he? What do you call it? A serial killer? He's got to keep on the move every year. Like, what do we do? I wonder how far he moved each time. You know what I mean? I think I'll move on that side of the country for a little bit. Yeah.
You think he's pulling? You think he's pulling a Jameis Winston? Is that what you think?
Something, or what's his name? Ted Bundy.
No, it was. I was thinking more like Jameis Winston. You know, you go and you sexually assault somebody in Florida, and then you move to Texas, and then you assault somebody in Texas, and you move. Oh, it wasn't Winston. It's the other guy, Deshaun Watson. Sorry, Jameis. I didn't mean to offend you, man. I'm sorry. That was Deshaun Watson.
Yeah. Anyway,
I'm getting my mediocre quarterbacks mixed up. Sorry.
All right, man. Let's get out of here. I gotta get some dinner. My dogs are hungry. I will catch you on the flippity flop.
I think we're doing tacos tonight.
Nice. I don't know what I'm doing yet. Probably some taquitos. Maybe Mexican night taquitos.
I saw a cool little recipe where you make taquitos and you did some ground beef, and then you did some queso, and then you did chili cheese Fritos on top.
Sounds kind of good. I don't know.
The guy said it was not healthy, but it was delicious. That's what he said.
I don't think anybody ever says this is delicious and then says, oh, yeah, this is totally fat free. No carbs in this. It's totally safe and good for you. Nobody ever says that before that.
Lacey found she has a gluten allergy, so she's always finding new things that they've come out with that are gluten free, and she found a gluten free Pop-Tart. Okay.
Oh no.
She goes, I'm gonna get me this, and I was like, okay, but it doesn't sound good. And she's like, what do you mean? I said, well, when you take the gluten out, it's like it makes it. I don't know. You ever had one of those protein bars got way too much protein in it? That's what happens. Anyway, she sent me a picture of her eating the Pop-Tart, and she's like, yeah, this is the grossest thing.
Yeah, well, try to tell you.
Yeah. Can't take Pop-Tart and the word healthy and put it in the same sentence.
Mm-hmm. All right. I will catch you later, buddy. And peace out.
Peace, brother.
Thanks for watching our show. Remember to subscribe for more shows on the network. Smash the like button, share, and comment.